Hébert Gregory, acclaimed actress known for Vice Principals The Chi and 5 Feet Apart, has tragically passed away at the age of 52. The heartbreaking news was confirmed by her ex-husband, Chester Gregory, who described her as a black woman whose mind lit every room. She shared a son with him, making this loss especially personal. Gregory was widely celebrated for her breakout role as Belinda Brown in Vice Principals and went on to appear in Gossip Girl, Grey's Anatomy, Better Call Saul, and several films, including 5 Feet Apart. Tributes poured in from colleagues, with Walton Goggins calling her one of the best, while Busy Phillips remembered her as a light and a force. Her warmth, talent, and brilliance will be forever remembered. Ike Turner Jr., Grammy-winning producer and son of music legends Ike and Tina Turner, has died at 67 in Los Angeles due to kidney failure. He had battled long-term health issues, including heart problems and a recent stroke. Born in 1958, Ike Jr. grew up immersed in music and worked alongside his father at Bollock Sound Studios. He earned a Grammy in 2007 for Rising with the Blues and continued producing throughout his life. Survived by his siblings Michael, Mia, and Raymond Craig Turner, his family described him as a gifted producer and a loving brother. His passing marks the end of another chapter in the Turner family's remarkable musical legacy. Belva Davis, pioneering journalist and the first black woman hired as a television reporter on the West Coast, has passed away at 92. Beginning her career at KDIA Radio in 1964, Davis endured racism and sexism, including verbal abuse at the Republican National Convention, but persevered to break barriers at KPIX in 1966. Over her 5-decade career, she reported for KPIX, KRON, and KQED, hosting This Week in Northern California until her retirement in 2012. Winner of multiple Emmy Awards and a mentor to countless young journalists, Belva Davis is remembered not only for her integrity and storytelling, but also for paving the way for generations of reporters. Her legacy will forever inspire. Milan Mandaric, former owner and chairman of Portsmouth, Leicester City, and Sheffield Wednesday, has died at the age of 87 after a short illness. Mandaric, a Serbian-American businessman, played a crucial role in English football, most famously rescuing Portsmouth from administration in 1999 and leading them to the Premier League under Harry Redknapp. He also left his mark at Leicester City, Sheffield Wednesday, and clubs across the US and Europe. His family paid tribute, remembering his deep love for both football and family. Survived by 2 daughters and 3 grandchildren, Mandaric's impact on the game and his leadership during turbulent times will never be forgotten. John Joseph Nicholson was born on April 22, 1937, in Neptune City, New Jersey, to showgirl June Frances Nicholson, who performed under the stage name June Nilsson. His mother, of Irish, English, German, and Welsh ancestry, was only 17 at the time of his birth and unmarried. Nicholson's early life was shaped by secrecy regarding his parentage. June was married briefly to Italian-American showman Donald Furcillo, though there is debate over whether Furcillo or Latvian-born Eddie King, June's manager, was Nicholson's biological father. In an unusual family arrangement, Nicholson was raised believing his mother was his sister and his aunt was his sister. This truth was revealed to him in 1974, by which time his mother and grandmother had passed away. Despite the dramatic nature of this revelation, Nicholson later said it was not psychologically traumatic, stating that he was pretty well psychologically formed by that time. Growing up in Neptune City, Nicholson was nicknamed Nick by his peers. He later moved with his family to Spring Lake, New Jersey, where he attended Manasquan High School. Even as a teenager, Nicholson displayed a rebellious streak and a natural sense of humor, earning the title Class Clown from the class of 1954. He was frequently in detention and found himself at odds with school authorities, but he also cultivated his love for performance and drama, earning awards that would later be named in his honor at the school. These early experiences foreshadowed the unconventional characters and charismatic, rebellious personas he would portray on screen throughout his career. In 1957, Nicholson joined the California Air National Guard, a move he sometimes described as a way to avoid the draft during the Korean War era. He completed basic training at Lackland Air Force Base and was assigned as a firefighter at Van Nuys Airport, participating in weekend drills and annual 2-week exercises. During the Berlin crisis of 1961, he was called to active duty for several months before completing his service in 1962. This period instilled a disciplined work ethic and resilience, qualities that would later support his demanding career in Hollywood. Nicholson's journey to acting began at age 13, when he visited California and took an office job with William Hanna and Joseph Barbera at MGM's animation studio. Although offered a position as an animator, he declined, choosing instead to pursue his passion for acting. He trained with the Players Ring Theater and began taking small stage and television roles, gradually building experience. His first film role was in the low-budget teen drama The Cry Baby Killer, 1958, a modest start to a career that would eventually span more than 5 decades. During the early 1960s, he frequently collaborated with producer Roger Corman, appearing in films such as The Little Shop of Horrors, 1960, as the masochistic dental patient Wilbur Force, The Raven, The Terror, and the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Nicholson also worked with director Monte Hellman on low-budget westerns like Ride in the Whirlwind and The Shooting, which, while initially failing to find U.S. distributors, later became cult classics on the French art house circuit. While Nicholson's early career involved small and supporting roles, he also explored writing and directing. He co-wrote Head, 1968, a vehicle for the pop group The Monkees, and contributed to its soundtrack. Additionally, he penned the screenplay for The Trip, 1967, directed by Corman, which starred counterculture icons Peter Fonda and Dennis Hopper. Although Fonda later criticized the final cut, Nicholson's work on these projects showcased his creative range and ability to influence film beyond acting. Nicholson's breakout role came with Easy Rider, 1969, a film that became a cultural touchstone for the counterculture movement. Cast as alcoholic lawyer George Hansen, Nicholson earned his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. The role was initially intended for Rip Torn, who withdrew from the project, giving Nicholson the opportunity to shine. With a production budget of just $400,000, Easy Rider grossed $40 million, turning Nicholson into an overnight star and establishing him as a leading figure in Hollywood. His portrayal reflected the anti-hero persona that would become a hallmark of his career, combining charm, rebellion, and complexity in a way that resonated with audiences and critics alike. Following Easy Rider, Nicholson quickly cemented his stardom with roles in 5 Easy Pieces, 1970, and The Last Detail, 1973, both of which earned Academy Award nominations and reinforced his reputation as a serious actor. His ability to inhabit troubled, conflicted characters with authenticity and charisma became his signature. In 1974, he appeared in Roman Polanski's Chinatown, widely regarded as a classic of the neo-noir genre, further solidifying his position as a versatile and powerful performer. Nicholson's portrayal of the flawed yet compelling private investigator Jake Gittes displayed his mastery of subtle expression, dark humor, and intense emotional range, qualities that would define much of his later work. Nicholson continued to balance commercial and artistic projects through the 1970s and 1980s. He starred in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, 1975, as Randall McMurphy, earning his first Academy Award for Best Actor. The film, a critical and commercial triumph, exemplified Nicholson's skill at blending charisma, rebellion, and vulnerability, capturing the spirit of characters who resist societal constraints. Other notable performances during this period include The King of Marvin Gardens, 1972, The Missouri Breaks, 1976, and The Shining, 1980, the latter directed by Stanley Kubrick. The Shining demonstrated Nicholson's ability to channel intense psychological complexity, making his portrayal of Jack Torrance one of the most iconic in horror cinema history. Throughout the 1980s, Nicholson diversified his roles, earning acclaim and awards for performances in Terms of Endearment, 1983, Reds, 1981, Prizzy's Honor, 1985, and Broadcast News, 1987. He also appeared in blockbusters such as Batman, 1989, where his interpretation of the Joker combined theatricality, menace, and dark humor, leaving a lasting imprint on the superhero genre. By this point, Nicholson was celebrated not only for his talent, but also for his distinctive screen presence and ability to captivate audiences across genres. Beyond acting, Nicholson pursued directing, helming Drive, He Said 1971, Going South 1978, and The Two Jakes 1990. His creative contributions extended to writing and producing, reflecting a deep understanding of storytelling and cinematic craft. He continued to collaborate with top directors and actors, maintaining relevance across decades and inspiring generations of performers. Jack Nicholson's career is defined by remarkable versatility, enduring charisma, and a fearless approach to challenging roles. He is one of only 3 male actors to win 3 Academy Awards and the most nominated male actor in Academy history, with 12 nominations spanning 5 decades. His influence on film is profound, leaving an indelible mark on both popular culture and the craft of acting itself. Even in semi-retirement after How Do You Know 2010, Nicholson's legacy as a transformative and iconic figure in Hollywood remains unmatched, embodying the spirit of rebellion, brilliance, and dedication that has defined his life and career.